Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I'm Stylosa, and there has been a massive update on the PTR. This is, well, honestly, this is quite mental. So we're going to go over this in quite a lot of detail in this video. So, well, I guess we best get stuck into this. So the first thing we've got here are a couple of general updates. The Stay as Team button has been removed to reduce UI clutter. It was never used. Now, honestly, when this feature came out, I thought this was pretty good. I thought, you know what, this will promote people actually playing together in a team, but I don't think I've ever clicked it. So I mean, that's fine, you know, whatever, reduce UI clutter, that's okay. But this is what's interesting. All players are forced to join team voice chat. That's pretty interesting, that is, because games are terrible when nobody uses voice. If everyone uses voice, I mean, that's better, isn't it? So, I don't know, I kind of like that change. That's pretty good. I mean, unexpected, but pretty good. And then we've got this thing here called Blizzard Voice. Now, this is where it starts to get really interesting because this is their new type of like anti-toxicity thing, which is just crazy. Look at this. New voice recognition software auto-detects common toxic phrases such as "I won't swap," "heal me," "for fuck's sake Anna," and "psychobliat," which I don't actually know what that means. People say that to me quite a lot when I play Overwatch, and I don't know what that means. I think it's some sort of like Russian greeting, like "hello," "good day." I don't know, but apparently Blizzard Voice picks this up, so. But then, this is the interesting thing, it issues relevant suspension periods for each infraction. So what we've got here is some sort of like a Siri-style Google Voice thing, which can detect what you're saying and then issue bans against what you're... But the problem is, what happens if you've got a different accent? You know, it's okay for like NA servers where everyone speaks English. What about Europe? What about when these guys are saying "psychobliat" to me? I mean, I don't understand. Like, this is good. I think this is good that they're starting to make changes or address this kind of toxic issue in the community because it is a problem. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see how this plays out, though, because I can see that being abused. I mean, that's just crazy. And then we've got this. This just takes it even further. This is, well, it's called premium reporting. Again, it's been trademarked. Whatever. But this is crazy. Look at this. For $8.99, Blizzard will guarantee your user-generated report will be reviewed by a member of our customer support team. Note, $8.99 per report. So you can pay to have a report guaranteed to be looked at by an actual person. Alright, that's okay. But then this is the thing, if your premium report is successful, Blizzard will credit your account with $10.99. So what they're saying here is you pay $8.99, and if it's actually a legitimate report and it goes in front of one of their customer support team and they go, oh yeah, this is a legitimate report, and they flag the report or the person is getting banned or whatever, then you actually make money off this. I've got a problem with this because this could easily be abused, because all you could do is just sort of get together with your friends and then like do fake reports, and I don't know, it seems like people could make money off this. This seems really dodgy. The good thing is, though, at least we can, well, we've got a guarantee here that somebody will actually look at the reports we send in, so there is a silver lining to that. That's not too bad. So then we move on to hero balance updates, and this is where it gets well, it just starts to get a little bit crazy. Junkrat's always had a problem for, well, he's had a problem for ages, Junkrat, and his main issue is he can't do effective damage. He just sort of spams a choke. Yeah, it's great. It's a load of splash damage. It charges enemy ultimates. This change is apparently going to fix that. So, well, we'll have to test it and see what happens. But anyway, Junkrat's frag launcher, grenades now stick to targets. That's actually really good. But get this, duration until user detonated. What? Developer comments on this are, this will allow Junkrat to control when and where he does damage. This should offset his current inaccurate splash damage that only serves to charge enemy ultimates. This is a massive change, like massive change. Again, we're going to have to test this, but this could mean you could like fire bombs in, almost like mini sort of tracer pulse bombs, right, that are attached to targets. And like you stick a load of them onto like Reinhardt, and then he moves back into his team and you detonate them, it blows him up and kills somebody else. That is crazy. I mean, this is... I think they've been playing Team Fortress 2, probably, with a bit of the demo man here, but this is, I don't know, this is great. Like, that oh my god, I would buy that, ladies and gentlemen, for $1, 100%. So the next thing we've got is Pharah. Now, Pharah has been a bit of an issue lately, so they're actually taking some steps to sort of fix Pharah. So direct hit damage has been reduced from 120 to 90 damage. Now this is the direct hit, so when the rocket actually hits you straight dead on, it does 120 damage currently on live, but apparently this is going to change to 90. And then we've got a new sort of effect which well, causes issues for Pharah, and it's called turbine failure. Now, what this does is, upon receiving hit scan damage, so from Soldier 76 or McCree, Pharah loses all jet power and falls to Earth. Now, that's amazing. That is crazy. Anyway, the developer comments on this are, Pharah should not be able to destroy her direct counters with 2 rocket hits. The reduction in direct damage will prevent this. Turbine failure will reduce overall community toxicity towards Soldier 76 and McCree players. Now, this is awesome. So, it's garbage that Pharah can just fire rockets at you blindly and kill you. I hate that. It's terrible. But the biggest issue is, normally your teams start to instantly tilt the moment you're playing Soldier 76 or McCree. Now, I play a lot of 76, and if the enemy's got a Pharah, I'm like, oh, here we go. If I don't kill her straight away, my team are going to get really toxic towards me, and it happens, right? She's floating up in the air. Pharah players are clever. They're firing rockets. They're doing easy damage. Pharah's an easy hero to play if you want to climb the ladder, let's be honest. So this change, what it does, is allows me or a McCree to fire at that Pharah, and as soon as we hit her, she drops back down to Earth. That's going to stop all of this flying around, firing rockets in, and all of that stuff. That is an awesome change. I think, like, in terms of, like, balance, this is going to, well, it's going to fix Pharah, so we're not just going to see Pharah or the pharmacy combo all over the ladder because it's so trollolol easy. We're winning games because nobody can kill us, because, well, we're getting healed and nobody can do any damage to me because I'm so far away. In fact, the only person who can really counter a Pharah is a Widowmaker with a fully charged headshot. That's the only way you can get rid of a pharmacy combo, and you often don't start with a Widowmaker, you know, so it's like, I don't know. Good change, though. Very good change. This is pretty awesome. Winston has had a change as well. His barrier projector can now be cancelled. Awesome. So, in the recent patch, he could, whenever he drops his barrier down, and this was to bring him in line with Orisa, the cooldown began on his barrier again, which was awesome. Now, he can cancel the barrier, so kind of like May's wall. So if May puts a wall up, she can destroy it, and that's great. So Winston can drop his barrier down, and if he doesn't like where it is, or he wants to, I don't know, get rid of it, now he can get rid of it. I mean, to be honest, it kind of doesn't really matter because the cooldown already starts with his when he drops the barrier down, but it's a nice little change, and it kind of brings him more in line with the way May sort of works. So it's like a quality of life change. That's okay. I'm cool with that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some Genji changes. These are pretty interesting. So Genji's got a couple of issues right now in the game, and there's the whole thing where people are like, oh, I need healing, Genji, etc., whatever. You know, memes, ha 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 ha. So Deflect, what they're going to do is change this ability. So when used, voice emote, I need healing, seamlessly plays. Animation now matches hitbox. Now the developer comments on this are, Deflect should now feel more streamlined. Deflect's Reinhardt barrier-sized hitbox will now be accurately portrayed in-game. This should help prevent unfair deflect deaths for enemy players. Right then. This is awesome because if we look at Genji, right? When he's using deflect, most of the time this is because he's about to die, right? Because good Genji players will know when to deflect damage back at the enemy team. Most Genji players are not good though, so what they generally do is they're dying, so they just spam deflect. It's like, oh god, and they need healing as well. So for that player to, if they're playing on PC, press E if they've got using the default keybinds to start deflecting, then they need to spam X or whatever the hell they've got the I need healing bound to. It's a bit convoluted, right? So this makes it more streamlined. So I think that's okay. That's great. The big thing is, though, the animation now matches the hitbox. And like the developer's comment said, Deflect's Reinhardt barrier-sized hitbox will now be accurately portrayed in game. We've died. All of us have died loads of times to Genji where you're firing at him. He's clearly not deflecting there, but for some reason, he manages to knock that projectile back to you. He fires your, you know, I'm firing at him with McCree, and for some reason, he's still deflecting back my shots. I mean, what's going on? Like, I'm not even firing at him. I'm missing because I'm so bad at McCree, but they're still coming back at me. That's because if you go and test, ladies and gentlemen, actually, if you put Reinhardt in front of a deflecting Genji, his deflect hitbox is exactly the same size as Reinhardt's barrier. It's stupid. I don't know what this is going to look like in game. We're going to have to test it to see what it's like, but it's probably going to look a bit silly because it's going to have to be like his swords are going to have to get longer. I don't know. It's going to be really weird, but whatever. It is a needed change, and it is definitely something that will make Genji better to play against, and will just make him better to play with the seamless integration of the I need healing emote. So that's fine. That's cool. And then we've got Sombra. Now, this is an interesting one because Sombra's always suffered from, well, like a major lack of damage. And Blizzard have gone on record saying, we're not going to increase Sombra's damage. We want her to be the hacker, the disruptor. But actually, they've gone back on that. And what they've said here is machine pistol damage increased by 15%. A simple change. Developers' comments on this are, Sombra often feels underwhelming when attacking other heroes. This change should improve her overall impact on the game when compared with Tracer and Genji. I think this is a fine change. Like, Sombra is okay. It's great when she gets the hacks. It's great when she's got the EMP and all of that stuff. But for leading up to the EMP, which is still basically all Sombra's really used for, you don't really do anything. So it would be nice to actually have an impact, like, not on the same level as Tracer or Genji in terms of raw damage, but this means that she might actually be able to kill somebody, which could be awesome. It might bring Sombra into the game a little bit more, and I think that's a decent change. So that kind of sums it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the changes that are, well, about to hit PTR, which is pretty ridiculous. I think I'm most looking forward to seeing how this Blizzard voice system works, because toxicity is a problem in the game. The Sombra change is going to be interesting. Junkrat is probably the main one as well. I like the little quality of life change to Winston's barrier as well, although it's not that impactful, to be honest, because cooldown already starts when he drops the barrier anyway, but, you know, that's cool, that's fine. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Toodaloo.